everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Addison and I'm the creator behind Murphy Crochets. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this baby possum. It is the baby for Ophelia the possum, which is the first in my Mama Marsupial collection. This is how she looks, and if you are interested in purchasing the digital copy of this pattern, it will be linked down below on my Etsy. Also, all of the materials that I use for this tutorial will be linked down below as well, along with all of the timestamps on where to find each part of the video. Anyways, let's get into the tutorial. So to start our possum, we are going to start in the color pink. We're going to be working from the nose to the butt. And we are going to start with 4 single crochets in a magic ring. Once we finish our 4 single crochets in the magic ring, we are going to color change to white in the last stitch. So here you see me doing my 4th single crochet, and what I personally do is finish the 4th stitch, close the magic ring, and then I will take my hook out, as you can see me doing here, and pull out just the last half of your last single crochet and then put my hook back through those 2 loops. And then from here is where I will do my color change by yarning over with the new color and pulling it through. From there, I'm just gonna tie these tails off in the back just to make sure that they are nice and secure. And then we are going to be moving on to round 2, working with white. So for round 2, we are going to do a single crochet and then increase. We're going to repeat this 2 times for a total of 6 stitches in this round. Moving on to round 3, we are going to do increases all the way around, so a total of 6 increases. This will leave us with 12 stitches in round 3. So for round 4, we are going to single crochet and then increase in the next stitch. We are going to repeat this for a total of 6 times, which will give us 18 stitches in this round. When you get to the last stitch of round 4, make sure to color change to gray so that we can start working on the body. So for round 5, we are just going to be single crocheting around, and we should have a total of 18 stitches at the end of this round. So for round 6, we are going to do 2 single crochets. There's 1 and half of 2. We are going to finish the 2nd stitch with the color black. Here you see me pulling through and tying my ends off just to make sure that they are nice and secure on the inside. And then we are going to do a mini bobble, which is yarn over, insert your hook, pull through 2 loops, repeat this 3 times, so you are putting 3 half completed half double crochets into 1 stitch, and then yarning over and pulling through all 4 loops on your hook with the gray yarn to color change back. And then from here we are going to do 13 single crochets. After you finish the 13 single crochets, we are going to finish that 13th stitch with the black yarn yet again to make another leg. So here you can see me doing my 13th stitch and finishing it with the black. In the next stitch, we are going to do another mini bobble. Again, that is 3 half completed half double crochets into one stitch and then yarning over and pulling through all 4 loops that are on the hook. However, we are going to be pulling through with the gray yarn, as you can see me doing here. We're going to finish this round by doing 1 single crochet in the color gray. Once you get here, just make sure you leave the black yarn attached so that we can do the next set of legs on round 10. And from here, if you are adding safety eyes, we are going to pause what we are doing back there. I pull out a big loop and take my hook out, and we're going to add our eyes between rounds 3 and 4, about 3 stitches apart and centered over the legs. So here you can see me putting in the eyes. These are 8mm safety eyes that I'm using with Parfait Chunky yarn. And then this little gadget that you see me using here is called a safety eye jig. I got mine from Rustic Pixels and they are amazing to help attach the eyes. Alright, and so from here I'm going to insert my hook back into that gray stitch where we left off on round 6. And then for rounds 7 through 9, I'm going to complete 3 rounds of 18 single crochets. And I will meet you guys back as soon as I have those finished. Here I am just finishing up round 9 and moving my stitch marker to mark the end of round 9. And to start round 10, we are going to do 3 single crochets. However, if this is not going to be centered for your legs, then just adjust this as you see fit. You may need 2, you may need 4, 3 might be perfect. Anyways, after you finish that last stitch and color change to black, you are going to complete a mini bobble to make the leg, and then finish off your mini bobble with the gray, and then complete 13 single crochets. After you complete your 13 single crochets in that 13th stitch, you are going to color change and do a mini bobble with the black, and this should be your last stitch of round 10. And when you are finished with the mini bobble, just make sure that you color change to gray when you pull through. And then here I'm just going to single crochet my first stitch of round 11 and cut off my black yarn. Personally, I tie this right here with my hook in, again, just to secure those tails. So for round 11, we already did our first single crochet, and now we are going to do a decrease. I use the invisible decrease method, going through the front loops of the next 2 stitches, and then completing a single crochet. We're going to repeat this 6 times, and we will have a total of 12 stitches in this round. And for the last round, round 12, we are going to do 12 single crochets all the way around. So then from here, I am just going to fasten off my yarn, leaving a long yarn tail to weave in the end, and then I am going to stuff the body of the possum, and I personally stuff mine fairly firm just because I'm not a big fan of like super squishy. However, you can stuff yours however you would like. And now that our possum is stuffed, we are going to thread our darning needle and weave it in and out of the front loops of each stitch all the way around. So here you can see me going in and then out. And once you get comfortable with that, you can go in and out of 2, 4, or 6 loops at a time, just whatever you are comfortable with. So once you finish that, you are just going to pull it tight as normal and weave in that end. So next step is to attach the tail of the possum. What you're going to want to do is insert your hook into round 11 of the possum and pull your pink yarn through. From here, you are going to want to make sure that you have a hold of that yarn tail and are pulling it tight, and chain 6 with your working yarn. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. From there, we are going to do 5 slip stitches down the chain. After you work your 5 slip stitches down the tail, we are going to slip stitch back into the body in the same stitch that you started with. From here, we're just going to cut our yarn, pull it through, and we are going to pull our yarn tails out through any same stitch of the body and tie them off and tuck them in. So with the yarn already in a slip knot on our hook, we are going to attach it over the eye between rounds 4 and 5, and we are going to do a single crochet, half double crochet, and single crochet in the same stitch. And then we are going to do a slip stitch in the same stitch as well. However, I personally turn mine and insert into where I was pulling out of, like so. I think this helps to shape the ear a little bit better, and I think it holds a little bit nicer. We're going to cut our yarn and pull the yarn tail out, and we are going to weave our yarn tails out through any same stitch, tie off and hide them. And now we're going to repeat these exact same steps for the second ear. The ears should be about 3 to 4 stitches apart on the top and about 3 stitches above the mini bobble legs. And here's how your mini possum should look. Thank you guys so much for the support. Don't forget to like and subscribe.